everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Alex of Coyote Star Astrology, and this is my video for the full moon lunar eclipse coming in tomorrow on May 15th, 2022, which is a Sunday here in California. However, do adjust for your current location on the planet as that time and date may change. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry about the late video. It's just about here. This eclipse coming in. And wow, what a buildup. You know, I just wanted to speak into this for a moment. It's so often the days or even the week, especially with an eclipse, leading up to the event where we really do feel the energies more. And then the event comes, and by that point, sometimes, you know, we've already sort of integrated the lesson or the medicine of that particular astrological configuration. Like me, this last week has been really intense, very scorpionic. And just today, I sort of like finally found the treasure in it. And so now I'm feeling into tomorrow being the eclipse and realizing that by tomorrow, I'm really going to have that full moon illumination. So you may be having a similar experience. But we've got a lot here in the chart. There's a lot going on. There's, you know, this eclipse portal the last few weeks heavily activating the Taurus-Scorpio axis. And of course, we have been talking about that axis a lot for several videos. And this process of transmuting those scorpionic, darker shadow energies so that we can come up into Taurus. Easier said than done. The collective is just going through it. And this week, the field has just been shimmering with activity. It's been a lot to move, a lot of psychic energy to move. So let's talk a little bit about what I'm feeling the collective moving through as it's translating in the chart, and also just, you know, tapping into intuitive a little bit here. As the chart is showing us, we have this powerful eclipse activating the Taurus-Scorpio axis, but this biangle is forming squares to the archetypes of Leo and Aquarius. So this essentially illustrates that the configuration in the chart right now is putting stress by this square configuration on that alchemical axis of Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. And because of the squares, that stress, we are transmuting the wounds or the shadows to locate the medicine of those archetypes. So I thought I would spend a moment speaking into that. Oh, maybe we'll start with Leo. And by the way, you know, if you have a Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio stellium in your chart, this has probably not been the easiest year. Probably learning a lot, probably growing a lot, but man, it's those people are getting slammed. Anyway, so starting with Leo, what are the wounds of Leo? Well, typically wounds of Leo have to do with insecurity, wanting to shine, not feeling seen, wanting to shine but having an inhibition for some reason, not feeling special, not feeling loved, wanting to feel special. That's a Leo energy. Very, very inner child type of energy. And what about the wounds of Taurus? Well, Taurus wounds typically have to do with over-attachment to the material realm in some way. So preoccupation with finances, hoarding, preoccupation with beauty, vanity, money karma in general, poverty complex, this type of thing. Overindulgence maybe. Aquarius wounds typically have to do with alienation or difficulty with friendships, peers, community, feeling outside of the group, feeling like an island, all types of emotional detachment. And then Scorpio wounds, which I feel like we've talked a lot about those, but we'll just to be thorough, we'll dive in. Scorpio moons, we've got addiction, self-sabotage, karma around relationships, sexuality, secrets, betrayal and infidelity, fear of loss, death, etc. So by exploring the nature of the four corners of this alchemical axis, we can understand what shadows the collective is moving through and healing. And what's really nice about this full moon is that it's almost like an exclamation point. It's almost like really screaming at what needs to shift, often as a result of something related to these processes that we just discussed, or these wounds. Now we've got some interesting Aries energy in here too, because Jupiter just went into Aries a couple days ago, and man, did I feel that. I really like it. It's a little combustible, you know, so it kind of guns the engines. It can be a little bit intense. It definitely came in like a surge for me, but I feel like we needed it. And Jupiter in Aries has a lot to do with, you know, personal embodiment and celebration of identity and the bravery and the courage to move through some of these difficult things. So we will be talking a lot more about that. We also have Venus crossing Chiron during this eclipse and over the week prior to the eclipse. So there's some beautiful healing energy there. Chiron in Aries is a pretty raw aspect of our ego. And we've got a beautiful conjunction between Mars and Neptune, which is forming a beautiful sextile to the eclipse. So we've got a lot of support this eclipse to really make strides in some of the processes that we've been asked to move through over the last several weeks. And, you know, it's not done. That's for sure. We've still got a whole year ahead of this axis, Scorpio, Taurus, and not to mention Mercury is now retrograde and will go direct at 26 degrees, very close to the North Node on June 3rd. If you would like more information on that retrograde, I made a beautiful post about it on my Instagram. I'm putting my Instagram up there on the screen right now. It's Earth to Coyote. It's a couple posts back. But yeah, so this Mercury retrograde is really, again, highlighting some of these processes, these shadow play processes, the shadow work that we're doing. So all the way to June 3rd. We're going to have big pulses, big lessons, and some reorganization around the themes of Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, Aquarius. All right, loves. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And my books are still closed, but they are getting closer and closer to opening. Not too far from now. I'll probably open them in about a month, but if you would like to get on a wait list so that you will be first notified when I reopen and get first dibs on a slot, you can email me at coyotestarastrology@gmail.com. I'm putting my information up there on the screen. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and a share. I really appreciate it. The algorithms on YouTube continue to suck. So I know that myself and other astrologers really appreciate when you share our work, because YouTube just does not tell our followers, you know, maybe I'll try this. I've never done this before. Maybe try hitting the notification bell. I never tell people to do that. Maybe I should. Maybe it does something. I don't know. Try hitting the notification bell. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, and stay safe this eclipse. Happy shadow work, shadow cleansing. You know, trace these things back to their origin. That is something that I said on my Instagram post, you know, like follow your shadows back to their den, find out where they live, find out where they're from. Are they from childhood? Are they from a buried memory? Are they from something that happened long ago? And is this a story that can be rewritten by shedding some love, forgiveness, and compassion into those tender places? All right, everyone, have a beautiful eclipse. Bye for now.